Today is another day that the police have arbitrarily arrested Eric Omondi, even before he started distributing the unga. It is very sad that this is a government that is hell-bent on ensuring that the poor people do not get access to basic necessity like unga, food, unga. Since when did it become a crime to give the poor food? We have seen people giving food, including the Deputy President Gachagua giving food to the poor. Why? Is it a preserve of only the government? Why haven't they arrested Red Cross when they are distributing food? Is it only a preserve of the government to distribute free food? It is a sad day again. The police have arrested him. They have refused to give him a police bond. They have not told us the reason why they refused to give him a police bond, except orders from above. It has become extremely depressing to note that this government of Kenya Kwisha is hell-bent on ensuring that the poor remain poor and do not have access to the basic needs. We are telling you, President Ruto, why are you afraid of this young man called Eric Omondi for simply agitating for the rights of the poor? Why are you so afraid of him that when your police arrest him arbitrarily without any regard to laid down procedures and the laws, you do not allow him to get a police bond? He will have to spend another night in police custody tonight, and he will be processed to be taken to court tomorrow again for an offense that does not exist in law. I don't know this time what they will say, because there was an unlawful assembly. He did notify the police this time, but even before they could hear him or before he could distribute unga, they arbitrarily arrested him. The government of the Republic of Kenya is misusing public resources in the name of our policemen by deploying so many policemen for a simple Kenyan who is basically trying to distribute relief food free of charge to the poor, needy citizens. Mr. Ruto, I ask you again, why are you so afraid of this young man? What about Raila? If you are so afraid of Eric Omondi that you can send all police divisions in Nairobi to come and arrest him, surely for distributing relief food to needy and poor Kenyans is shameful. Now I want to tell you, President Ruto, shame on you. You must tell your police that they must respect all Kenyans, and especially those Kenyans who want to help each other. You're making it impossible for fellow Kenyans to assist each other. It is only in order and proper that if your fellow citizen cannot be able to afford food, it is only proper, and you are a Christian, that you be your helper, your brother's helper, or your sister's helper. It is wrong and backward to start arresting ordinary citizens and lawfully and detain them just because of sharing the little they have. Really? Is that what this country has come to? We are urging you to allow Kenyans to enjoy the hard-earned freedom which we fought for, and the heroes like Honorable Raila Odinga fought for, the likes of Anyona, the likes of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Achieng' Oneko, Jomo Kenyatta, and the Kapenguria Six. Allow Kenyans to enjoy that freedom, that they can be able to share whatever they have freely without fear or favor. You swore to protect the Constitution. Protect and preserve that Constitution by allowing Kenyans to enjoy their freedom of movement and freedom of assembly. The law basically requires the person who wants to distribute or omit to notify the police. Eric Omondi informed the police. He did notify the area OCS in Makadara. He also informed the DCC in Makadara and the OCPD as well. It was therefore shameful to see a deployment of so many police officers when the rest of the country badly needs the services of these police officers. And these police officers were also promised a 50% hike in their pay. Please honor that as well as you continue to misuse them. It is improper. I urge you, President Ruto, you are my friend, I urge you, please climb down. Listen to the plea of Kenyans. Eric Omondi may just be a simple young man, but he represents the aspirations of now the majority of the poor who feel that you are treating him unfairly for no crime at all. We therefore urge you that you think through this, whoever is misleading you, that it is helpful for you to have Eric arrested and detained and denied a police bail pending his appearance in court for whatever crime you want to fabricate. Please desist from taking bad advice from people who may not mean well for you, who are excited about power. Power is transient. It is very temporary. There are those who came before you. You will be here with us and you will also one day leave. Please, as a Christian, practice your Christian faith. Be accommodative. Be respectful to other Kenyans. Allow all Kenyans to exercise their democratic right so that Kenya can be a peaceful nation without chaos. We have urged Eric that he must follow the law in exercise of his agitation for the rights of the poor. However, it is very sad that your police are acting arbitrarily, contrary to the law. The law is simple. If anybody needs to have assembly, he should apply. But in the case where you want to distribute or you want to help the poor, there's no law that requires you to seek permission from the police to help your fellow Kenyan. Please advise your officers that it is wrong and it is unnecessary to panic. You are, if indeed you are elected by Kenyans, you are the president of Kenya. Therefore, you must be comfortable and confident that Kenyans gave you a mandate and therefore you must be able to exercise that power with restraint so that Kenyans may enjoy their freedom. Don't make it look bad to be part of the UDA. Indeed, today many Kenyans are saying that not everybody is a member of UDA. Some of us have brains, we can think. Don't make it look like that, Bwana Ruto. You are the president of everyone, and therefore you must be able to give every Kenyan an opportunity to exercise their constitutional right to assembly and to help each other. It is not too much to ask from you. So please, Mr. Ruto, I'm asking you for the last time. If you can become insensitive and unaccommodative as to arbitrarily arrest Eric Omondi and not allow him his constitutional right to bail or to a police bond, then how much intolerant can you be once the forces of resistance will gather together to demand for what is right for this country? I'm shocked that the number of the police officers you deployed to arrest Eric for distribution of food was uncalled for. It is basically abuse of power and misuse of public resources for which you swore to protect and preserve. Please, Mr. Ruto, do not continue to incarcerate a young man whose only crime is to voice the concerns of the voiceless. and to seek to assist those who are unable to meet their daily needs. I think with those few remarks, I beg to urge you, Bwana Ruto, respect the Constitution, desist from abuse of power and misuse of public resources by employing unnecessary force. And to the police, the law says that you, unless it is in writing, do not allow to be directed to commit a crime of arbitrarily arresting ordinary citizens for imaginary crimes. There is no crime like distributing unga is a crime before the law. Zero. So please, you are our fellow Kenyans. You go through the economic turmoil the country is going through. We seek to be partners in this journey until things go right. Please, you are our brothers and sisters. Desist from being misused and abused. For those who are in power today, tomorrow they will not be in power. Thank you.
Okay, I think I'll be very brief. Actually, mine is just to echo what my good friend, Comrade Gora said. One, what Eric Omondi is doing is good. Actually, I would say Eric Omondi has picked a course that resonates well with the majority of Kenyans. They say, if at all Eric committed a crime or anything that the government would not want, an imaginary crime, I think all these things, including murder, is bailable. You understand? And the way they've been treating Eric Omondi is not right. What we are saying, and we are very categorical about the side of the Kenyans or they are against the Kenyans. You understand? This must now, in the fullness of time, this will come out clearly, because I think this is not going to stop today. It's something that is going to go on. First of all, there is something that I want to make very clear so that all Kenyans can understand. Na nitaongea kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Eric Omondi leo alikuwa ameenda City Stadium kupeana chakula kwa Wakenya ambao wanateseka kama yeye. Na hii chakula haikuwa chakula ya Eric Omondi, ilikuwa ni msaada ya Wakenya wengine. Kuna Wakenya wengine pia walichapwa na tear gas hapo, na walikuwa wamekuja kama wamebeba packet za unga. Some Kenyans were even willing to give to fellow Kenyans. You understand? So it was a Kenya for Kenyans thing. But now the police saw it right to disrupt such a noble thing. It's not fair. What we are saying, hata ile lori tatu yenye ilikuwa imebeba unga, moja imepotea, hatujui hiyo lori iko wapi, na ilikuwa imejaa unga. Sasa tutataka kujua ilikuwa nia ni kunyachukua unga yenye ilikuwa meant for wale watu walikuwa wanateseka, ama nia ilikuwa ni nini? Going forward, I think we have to be honest with each other now. Because you see, the government, yes, has a monopoly of violence. But a hungry person is one person that it gets to a point that you'll not be able to contain him or her. You understand? So the government should not push us towards that direction. Because it will get to a point when people will start resisting violently. You understand? We don't want to get there. We want to be very peaceful. I heard Eric Omondi say that we will march to State House. Marching to State House is not a crime. And let nobody think that marching to State House is a crime. It's not. Actually, freedom of movement, picketing, and even demonstration is in Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya. This is something that is actually guaranteed to Kenyans. You understand? We can serve a petition to any public authority or any public institution. You understand? Any Kenyan can do that. And if at all that is the idea that Eric Omondi has, then I support him, and I believe majority of Kenyans are sympathetic to this Eric Omondi's cause, and they will support him. What the government needs to do, the truth of the matter is that Kenyans are suffering. That is a reality. You cannot run away from it. Find a way of addressing this anger issue. These policies that you've been pushing are not working. You understand? If you want to know that these your policies are not working, go up country. Go and do your own interview. Talk to like 10 people. Out of those 10 people, they will tell you what Eric Omondi, out of 10 people, 8 people will actually confirm to you that what Eric Omondi is saying is true. So this is a Kenyan problem that has to be addressed in a sober way. And we call the government going forward, find a way of engaging us. Let's talk. Let's find a solution to this. You understand? But if you think that taking people to police cells or to jail will solve this problem, then you're creating a bigger problem. You understand? Yeah? Because today is Eric Omondi. Tomorrow it will be Kenyans. And I don't believe the government has enough facilities to accommodate all Kenyans in terms of prisons and cells. That is why we are saying, yeah, going forward, we need to have a dialogue on this issue. One, before the march, the great march, the government must give a solution. It must address the issue of joblessness. So many youths are employed. What they are doing is actually they are protesting. You understand? When 1,000 or more than that come with their CVs to the streets, that is a protest. They are protesting, and that is an issue that should be addressed by the government. We are not fighting the government. We are just asking the government, come to our level, let's talk and agree with each other on the way forward. Eric Omondi must be released unconditionally. You understand? That has to happen for us to have any meaningful dialogue. You understand? That is why I'm saying serikali iwache kunyanyasa mwananchi wa kawaida. Mwananchi wa kawaida hana shida. Kesho tutakuwa tunapeana maji. Watasema huwezi payana chakula. Water has no calories. But you see, they don't know. So watarest watu kwa kupeana maji pia. So there is nothing you get from water. Now what we are trying to say is serikali lazima ikuwe fair na ihakikishe ya kwamba watu wote wenye wanateseka at least wameangaliwa maslahi yao. Hii njaa, nataka niwaambie ukweli wa mambo. Hii njaa ni ya Kenya, hii iko katika hali ya juu. Ni kama ngumi ya yule jamaa wa TZ anaitwa Madonga. Unasikia? Ana ngumi yake nyingine inaitwa Sangunyo. Hii Sangunyo anasema ina mchanganyiko wa mabomu kutoka Ukraine. Ndio kama hii njaa yenye nauma wa Kenya. Na ukienda Nyanza ni Sangunyo. Ukienda Eldoret Sangunyo. Ukienda Mombasa Sangunyo. Ukikuja Nairobi Sangunyo. Njaa imekuwa Sangunyo, inakupiga left, right and center. So serikali lazima iangalie hii mambo. Otherwise by the way, this si mchezo. This is serious. The government must actually address this issue. If they don't, then ole wao.
Yes.
You all know that Eric has been arrested, and the reason why Eric has been arrested is now something that is within the public domain. He's fighting for the Kenyans. Na sisi tunasema ya kwamba hii njaa iko, si mchezo. Na if you go to Turukana, you go to Nyanza, you go to Mombasa, you will realize that what Eric Omondi is agitating for is resonating well with the people, the common mwananchi. Hii njaa ni kama ile ngumi ile ya yule jamaa wa Tanzania anaitwa Madonga. Hiyo ngumi yake alikuwa anaita Sangunyo. Anasema ina mchanganyiko wa mabomu kutoka Ukraine. Ukienda huku utapigwa tu. Ukienda huku utapigwa tu. So hii njaa pia ni kama tu hiyo ngumi. Kenyans wanapata shida. Wakiwa Mombasa wanapigwa. Wakiwa Nairobi wanapigwa. wakiwa Kisumu wanapigwa, wakiwa pali popote Kenya wanapigwa na njaa. Hii ni sangunyo, na hii sangunyo sasa ni kama serikali yenyewe ina support sangunyo, na wananchi hawatakubali wapigwe na serikali, hasa serikali wao wenyewe ndio walichagua. Kutafika mwisho na watu watasema enough is enough. Kwanza toeni Eric. Ile msafara alikuwa amepanga kwenda State House, mimi nafikiri hiyo msafara bado iko, na kama iko, it's upon the leadership to actually address those grievances before tufike katika hiyo hiyo daraja. Asanteni sana. I think that is okay, eh?
Mimi si nilimaliza yangu.
Kwa majina naitwa Kiari Anthony Nguyo. Mimi ni beshte wa Eric. I have worked with Eric for a very long time. He's been my friend. And one thing I know about Eric is that he's a very passionate guy in whatever he does. And the fact that Eric is actually fighting for the rights of the young people and the people of this country is very impressive, because I know whatever Eric starts, he takes it to the end. Ile kitu naweza nikataka kuongea ni juu ya hii serikali yetu. And you know, we have a government, and our government I'm made to believe that it's a very godly government. Tumeambiwa, na actually ukisoma mtandaoni utaona watu wanasema ni serikali ya nabii, which is a good thing. Serikali ya nabii, ukisoma maandiko, the Bible says that you shall believe your men, the prophet, and you shall prosper. And so I believe that the country is supposed to prosper, because we have it's a government of Nabi. But from what I saw today, I started questioning that, because mi kwangu naona ni kama ni serikali ya Pharisees. And from that point of view, because a Pharisee is a person who is standing at the door, he is not going in, he is neither going out. How I say, kuna ja. There is hunger in this country. They have the capacity to feed the citizens of this country. Is it? And they are not feeding the citizens of this country. People are complaining of hunger every day. Yet, the government is not feeding the country. Mtu akitoka na hapo mobilize from his point of influence, asaidie wa Kenya, hawataki hiyo happen. They don't want Kenyans to be helped. So they have the capacity to help, they are not helping. If another person wants to help, they are not allowing him to help. And that's Pharisee, because umesimama kwa mlango, you have the capacity kwa allow mtu aingie. It's like a man standing with the keys of the kingdom. He's not opening the door, he's not giving another person to open. And that's what Eric is literally fighting for. Like Eric has been saying, that the youth of this country kama wamewekwa kwa cycle. Every day politics zinawacheza, but they never get to experience the goodness of or the fruits of the politics. Ni kama wamewekwa kwa a rat race. So, and that's what he's addressing. He's saying we have to break that, because you have a generation. We cannot then again leave our children from where our parents left us. So, and when we try to do it, hawataki to deliver our fellow young people to another level. And so what they are doing is that wanatuweka kwa hiyo rat race, wanatuweka kwa hiyo cycle, wanatuweka that's why we are being called hustlers. Tutaitwa hustlers, vijana wataitwa wanajeshi. But I believe we need to start rethinking. We are supposed to be thinking innovation in this country. We are supposed to be thinking, we are seeing other people in other countries, they are great. You guys are YouTubers, and you know the much other countries are making from the tech industry. But here, the name is hustlers. So, but unga, from my point of view, it's the word that will enlighten people. It will take you to the other side of the door. And that's why wanakata we get the information. That's why wanakata ku empower us. That's why hawataki mtu mwingine empower. That's why hawataki another person to tell people the truth. That's why they are arresting Eric, because he's speaking the truth. Because wanataka tuishi tumeomba, wanataka tuishi tumebeg, wanataka wazazi waende kwa ofisi ya CDF wapewe bursaries. So we become beggars. Tunapanga line pale kwa ofisi ya MP juu ya 3K ya kupeleka watoto shule. Whereas the government is supposed to offer or to make Kenyans access it's called what? Education that is quality and is affordable. I mean, we have bursaries from MCAs, we have bursaries from the governors, we have bursaries from the office of the woman representative, we have, yani, mambo ni tu ni bursaries. They want us to keep on begging. Whereas Eric is saying, let's break that cycle. Let us have a system in this government that makes people access quality and affordable healthcare. But you see, ukiingia kwa Facebook, kuna harambee zinafanywa, fundraising. Kuna mtu wetu anataka sijui akona cancer. So actually it has become a business. It has become now because we cannot allow our people to die. And that's what Kenyans are doing. Kenyans are coming together. Wanasaidiana. Kenyans wanapelekana hospitali, wanapelekana shule. Ukiangalia in the beginning of this year, social media ilikuwa inakaa, it's like a GoFundMe. Ni shule tu, fees, mtoto, sijui. But the truth is, it's the responsibility of the government to do that. But they do not want us to know that. That's why when Eric says, let us go and feed our people, because people are hungry. Wako pale na, imagine all those policemen who are there, the resources that we're using, if that is channeled into feeding our country. I mean, our priorities are very wrong, and we need to talk about it. We need to be allowed to talk about it. We need to deal with it, and we need to stop becoming Pharisees. We need to stop that. So Eric is doing the right thing. People are actually resonating with what he's saying. So what I'm urging the government to do is that to release Eric, to stop being unfair to him. How do you arrest a person and you don't bail him? That's a bailable offense. He's supposed to be bailed. Hawataki. It's very wrong. It's very, very wrong. So I would urge all the young people of this nation and every person who is concerned about the generations of this nation to ugane si wote, and we deliver this nation.